What's up to all my fans? Thanks for coming back and hanging out with your boy Rambo Red Track. I want to do this video tonight, but I kind of don't want to do it. For all you content creators out there, you know what I mean. This one is about jealousy, and I'm even going to go a little bit further than that. It's about family jealousy. hmm I usually try and keep my page, on an upbeat type thing. And I try and help people, get through life or whatever it is, or learn more, or whatever. But this topic here, it's kind of hard to be upbeat about it, kind of hard to joke about it. But I'm gonna try and see if I can make you laugh, even though it's really just a topic that people don't like talking about. And I think a lot of people just have a hard time understanding jealousy. You see what I mean? So I'm just gonna take my time with it, and I'm gonna just go piece by piece of what I feel jealousy is, and then I'm going to go more into how it can be stopped, and then I'm going to go into when it could never be stopped. So there's a chance to fix the situation if somebody's jealous of you, or if you're jealous of somebody else. And then there's some situations where there's no hope. It just, there's no way that you can bridge that gap with the person, and they're always going to be jealous of you, or you're always going to be jealous of them. I'll start with me. I'll point the finger at me. Okay, I'm going to start out with um, just me, I guess, just growing up. Um, when I was younger, I would say probably like when I was like going into my early teens. Um, I didn't really have a whole lot of girls. Um, and it wasn't because I was unattractive. It was just because I just didn't have the confidence, you know. And coming up during that time, I guess I would look at my older brother, and he was really like the man when it came to like the ladies, right? And he was older than me, so I was like, I wouldn't say it was jealousy. I would say more envious. You know what I mean? And it didn't affect my behavior with him at all. I mean, I was like that was like my number one person in my life besides my parents. And as I got older, I started developing. My athletic career took off to way past wherever I thought it was going to go with the tennis. And I went on, and by the time I got to being a senior in high school, I was um, I was pretty popular. I was up there, probably top 10 guys, maybe top 20 guys in high school as far as popularity goes. And then I started getting the girls, later on in my high school career. And then, it just kind of snowballed from there. Went to college, and then it just got out of control, right? So in the meantime, me doing all the things that I was doing, going to college, the tennis, leaving college was amazing for me because I got a chance to party like a madman, and it was free. I got a scholarship, so I had time for the ladies. All I had to do was keep a C average in college. So if I wasn't on the tennis court, I was probably chasing some lady around, some girl around. And I kind of, without noticing it, went past my brother as far as like the women, and even the caliber of women, because as some people, as they get older, they get better looking. That was me. You know what I mean? And I kept getting better looking, and achieving more things. And even after college, I married a millionaire. I was rich for 3 years. And you can imagine now my big brother, he's not really doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? And, when he would come to Atlanta and visit or whatever, we go out and it'd be a thing. You know what I mean? We going to chase chicks the whole 48 hours or however long he was here. We were going to chase chicks. And over time, it was like, okay, he was kind of like the man. But then over time, when he would come see me, I was the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was getting the chicks. I had chicks coming up to me, asking me if I was a model and stuff right in front of them. And that, even though I wasn't looking at it that way because I was younger, those kind of experiences, him being in experiences, situations with me and women, him not being the man and I'm being the little brother started to create resentment. Okay. So that's just an example of how jealousy affected my life. And it still does. It's still there. What I try to do is if there's somebody close to me and I know that they're jealous of me, what I do is because you can't help jealousy. That's not an emotion that you can say, you know what, I just need to stop. You know what I mean? It's not like road rage, where it's a decision you're making. Jealousy comes from feeling inferior. And what I try and tell people that I love, and I don't guess it could have been a mistake of mine, but I think it's best to just be real with people, man, because I don't know how to be fake. Not unless there's a cop in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody got a gun pulled out on me. I'm gonna be real. Why be fake? Unless it's a situation where I would lose everything if I don't tell it. I'm gonna be real with people and let the chips fall where they may. I don't know if this experiment will work because I really don't know anybody that keeps it real with people all the time. I don't, and you will lose a lot of people doing that. But I feel better um, as a person keeping it real because I've tried to be fake before with people just to keep them in my circle and stuff. But it's just not me. And this isn't for everybody. As you can see, my views, I'm talking to a select group of people, and that's okay. Because if everybody was like me, we wouldn't have any problems in the world. So obviously, I'm not gonna have a whole lot of viewers. But you know, I wanted to make this video for some of the people that might be having the same problems as me. You try and keep it real with somebody, they're being jealous. Then you tell them that they're jealous. See, that's me. See, a lot of people, they'll let that shit go, right? And just be like, well, my sister is jealous of me, or my brother is jealous of me, and so we never get along. Did you tell that motherfucker that? Did you tell them that you think that they're jealous? See, most people don't go there. They don't go there because they don't know what'll happen. You see what I'm saying? Me personally, I think it's best to tell the person as soon as possible that you know that they're jealous of them, so that they have plenty of time to recover from that shit. Because it's going to take them years. It's going to take them years. And tell them the solution to being jealous of somebody. And this goes across the board. It doesn't have to be somebody in your family. It could be just one of your friends. You see what I mean? It could be somebody you don't even know. You could be jealous on a lot of people are jealous of people they don't even know. So, how do you overcome jealousy? Let me tell you how you do it. Accomplishments. Now, I just happened to do it. I wasn't consciously saying I'm going to overcome my jealousy of anybody by accomplishing a lot of things. I just accomplished a lot of things. And then I realized I don't have any reason to be jealous of anybody because I wouldn't want to be anybody else. Because they can't do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. They can't talk to the chicks like this, and this, and this. They can't fuck like this, and this, and this. They can't write music like this, and this, and this. They're not an athlete like me. You see what I mean? So why am I jealous of this motherfucker? He secretly wanted to be me. You see what I'm saying? He don't like himself. Why am I going to be jealous of somebody who hasn't accomplished as much as I have? So, like I said, I'm going to tell you how to deal with that situation. I would not advise you to tell someone that you know that they're jealous of you. Mm-hmm. Because, because what you do is you'll put that person in a situation that they can't get out of. Especially if you tell them how to stop being jealous. Now, this is what you call putting a spotlight on somebody. When if you come out and you tell somebody that you're close to that they're jealous of you, and they don't say, "No, I'm not," then you know that person is jealous of you. Or if they give you that little nervous laugh right after you say it, you know that person's jealous of you. Now, the thing is now, you got to be able to handle the repercussions of telling somebody that, because if you tell them that, it's a chance that the relationship may never get fixed. There's a good chance. Because what you're gonna do right after you tell them that is tell them the solution, and the solution is they need to come up. They don't have to look better than you. They don't have to be funnier than you. They got to have some type of accomplishment that they or some goal that they're working on that's gonna make them better or feel better. And when they have that in their life, then they won't have time to say, "Oh, I'm jealous of him." Why would I be jealous of him? And I've got a new art hobby that I've taken up, and I've been selling my paintings like crazy all over the world. I'm traveling all over the world now. Why am I gonna be jealous about Ramo? I'm doing this. And see, most people don't have that in them to say, I'm gonna go ahead and make myself better so I can stop being jealous of this other person over here. They stay stuck where they are and look at you rising up to the top. And every time you slip or anything like that, they right there. They be right there. You see what I mean? So my advice to you when it comes to the whole jealousy thing, because I know a lot of people deal with this and nothing gets said. It's that old bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to date this white chick, right? Wow. One of the white chicks that I used to date had a sister, right? Both of them was fine. Fine, blue eyes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Be hanging out in my house all the time, right? I was dating the older sister. And the younger sister, she was kind of jealous of the older sister because the older sister had me, right? Had college behind her, job, everything like that. And the younger sister was still a wild person, still out there partying and everything. She hadn't settled down yet. She couldn't find anybody that was decent to be with her, even though she was fine as a motherfucker. Because she was just so wild. Nobody was going to really. Plus, she was young, too. So the men she had to choose from were not really going to be ready to settle down either, right? So I watched that shit go down. And I watched how the younger sister would say things or do little slick shit or some it's just little things she would do to let me know that she was jealous of her older sister. The older sister knew it too. It was obvious. It was obvious. It's just, because like if somebody's just outshining you so much, that's just like with my brother. I outshine him so much in so many different ways that it'll be obvious that he's fucking jealous. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, they went through that. That was a 5-year relationship, and I watched that whole thing just sit there like that. And I bet you they still sitting in that same position. I bet you right now, and that's been like 15 years ago, maybe. Wow, I'm getting old, but I bet you they still sitting in that same position. where the little sister's jealous of the older one's going on and achieving more. The little sister's half-assing her life away and still looking at the older sister being jealous. And the older sister's not going to say, hey, why you seem like you not, I know you're jealous of me. You see what I'm saying? She's not going to say that, and their whole life is going to be lived like that. So what you got to do, and this goes across the board. Anytime you try and keep it real with somebody, you got to be willing to suffer those consequences too, because most people are not going to be able to say, you know what, man, I am jealous of you. You see what I mean? Or I do envy you, or whatever. That's just like my brother. When I got older, I told him how to stop being jealous of me. Now, are we on good terms now? Nope. That shit didn't work. But my soul feel good. He still could sit over there feeling jealous. Now I told you the solution. You gotta come up somehow. You gotta make yourself feel good about yourself. So good about yourself that you're not worried about being jealous about somebody else. Did he step up to the challenge? No. You see what I mean? Same thing with my little sister. Told her the same thing. Now she's trying to step up to the challenge. There's big shoes to fill. If you're trying to catch up with me as far as accomplishments, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to accomplish anything else in my life. I've done enough to write a book. I have a movie written about me. So we're waiting to see if she can come up with something big. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping she does, because that will remedy the tension between us. And this goes with friends and everything like that, man. If you're hanging around people that they ain't really doing it like that, they might be funny. You might have a good time with them and all that stuff. But in the back of their mind, they're envious or jealous if you got a whole bunch of accomplishments. So I wanted to just drop this because in life, you're not just going to have a whole bunch of people with you. You're not going to just have a whole bunch of people with a whole bunch of accomplishments around you. Just not going to happen, because those people are what? Rare. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not just going to run out and talk to Leroy and then we're just on the same page. Nah. I've done too much in life. You see what I mean? So, I think this made sense to somebody. It made sense to somebody out there. And that's what my page is all about, man. It's not about, you know, of course I want the views. Of course I want the subscriptions. But it's all about, because I know I've caught some people that have made some videos like earlier in my life where I just needed like some guidance and stuff like that. I'll just catch somebody's video and I'd be like, wow, that shit really made a difference. You know what I'm saying? I might leave a comment down there, just say thanks or whatever. But that's what this whole thing is about. I'll give you an example. I was in Wendy's today, right? And I had two bank cards. I had to transfer some money over to my other bank card, but I put the one in the machine that didn't have any money in it, right? So it comes back. The lady said it didn't go through, right? So I was like, oh, I got to put the money on the other card. Sorry, hold on just a second, right? And when I said that, the guy behind me said, don't worry about it. I'll pay for his. Okay. So I said, wow, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because like I watch, the YouTube videos where the guys give out the money to the homeless people and all that stuff, right? And I'm like, I can't wait until I get a bunch of money so I can do that, right? That's gonna be my hobby. When I get all this day trading stuff figured out and everything like that, that's gonna be my hobby, helping people. And so anyway, I looked back at the guy and I smiled and I said, man, that's cool, man. I try and do that for people when I can. And, I see the people on YouTube starting to, the ball is rolling. And it's called collective consciousness. That idea has been floating around for a long time where people need to start going ahead and just helping your average stranger. Now, no, I'm not asking anybody to go out at 3 o'clock in the morning and try to feed the homeless. No, but you just do little things to help each other get along. And if everybody did that, it would actually change the world with very little effort. Very little effort. But we need collective consciousness on the idea. And that's also why I make these videos too, because when you say an idea that isn't out there a lot, it starts the ball rolling. It starts the ball rolling. And you never know who's going to end up listening to this video and say, you know what? I got that same problem with my brother. Or I've got that same problem with my sister. And I'm gonna tell you something else. It even can seep into your relationships where your partner gets jealous of you if they see you advancing or moving up in your career, or whatever it is, promotion, whatever. And then now they're stuck there. They had in the same old job or not being able to get a job or whatever. Now, how does that person feel? It's that same. It's gonna be that form of jealousy. It may not be called jealousy, but it's that envy, jealousy type feeling that that person's gonna have. And now, what you'll be able to do, sit them down and say, hey, look, I'm blowing up like a motherfucker. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't say that. Just say, hey, look, I'm supporting you. And I know that, we're human beings. You got to break this down to them. Slow it down to them and say, hey, look, we're human beings. And I want to see you moving forward as well. And I'm going to do everything I can do to help you get there. Let's work on some new stuff. Do you have any dreams? You know what I'm saying? Hey, baby, you got any dreams? What's your biggest dream? What's one of your dreams you always wanted to do but you never told anybody? And then you guys start working on that dream together, and you know what'll happen? The jealousy will go away. You know, and not only that, you save the relationship, and you get to go on and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And you go on and be the best you can be, because they busy trying to be the best they can be. Hey, I'm Ramo Red Track, the baddest man on YouTube.